Welcome to Negotiation. That's MED 501-81. This is the Spring 2015 semester. My name is Rob Olson, and I am truly honored to have the opportunity to serve as your instructor in this program. I want to start with an answer to the question about why study negotiation? Why do we need this class? And I think one of the answers that I'll refer to comes from the program on negotiation at Harvard Law School, a very well-known, world-renowned program on negotiation skills. And they list a series of elements. Let's go through them quickly. To acquire a systematic framework for analyzing and understanding negotiation. To assess and heighten awareness of your strengths and weaknesses as a negotiator. To learn how to create and maximize value in negotiations. To gain problem-solving techniques for distributing fairly the value while strengthening relationships. To develop skills to deal with difficult negotiators and hard bargaining tactics. To learn how to match process to the context. And to discover how effectively to manage and coordinate across and behind the table negotiations. So what does that all mean? Well, let's break it down to the simple terms. We use negotiation every single day in interactions with our coworkers, with our significant other, with our kids. You name it, it's likely that we're using negotiation, again, almost every single day. But why do we need to study it if we're using it every day? Well, I use that Harvard Law School definition because I want you to understand that negotiation really is both art and science. And there's a lot of science behind it. Science that we don't necessarily know, that we haven't learned to date, but science that is very, very important. On the practical side, we need to practice. We need to develop our skill set, our understanding. We need to be able to appreciate what's going on at the bargaining table. And in order to be most effective as mediators, the more skills and experience we have, the better we will be able to read and hopefully achieve an optimal resolution. So we don't study it, as I said, in normal life. We go about life negotiating every day. Buy a car, you negotiate for it. But have you ever thought about it in theoretical? When you go home, do you reflect back on what worked and what didn't work in your negotiation? Do you ever create the linkage between the context, that is the environment you're negotiating in, and the process that you used to negotiate? Chances are the answer is no. And so really what we're saying is we leave negotiation to luck. Not a very good place for us to be. So this class is focused on the practical and theoretical side of negotiation. We're going to do a tremendous amount of practice. There's going to be a lot of peer review. There'll be a lot of personal reflection. That's a new aspect of this class this term. A lot of self-reflection. And then one of the things that I'll talk a lot about over the next 8 weeks is muscle memory. And what I mean is we're going to break negotiation down into small parts. And then we're going to learn those parts exceptionally well. Then we're going to put it all together into one fluid, sort of subconscious experience. One where we know what to do subconsciously and react to the changing circumstances. One final comment I'd like to make. This is a safe place. I want you to think of it as a negotiation laboratory. That is, I want you to try something new, different. I'm going to push you to try different things if I see you in the same routine. Again, it's safe. And your grades, not based on the outcome of your negotiations. I'm really concerned about process and self-reflection and what you do with the information you pick up here, not what the outcome is. So fasten your seatbelts. We've got a great 8 weeks ahead of us.